So according to the newspaper The Observer, it looks like Boris Johnson will hold off pushing for a no deal Brexit until after the US presidential election. Now this opinion comes from Ivor Rogers. He was the UK's permanent representative in Brussels from the years 2013 to 2017, and he told the newspaper that Boris is going to wait and see, and that this position is shared by ministers and officials that he talked to in recent weeks in several European capitals. The idea that the Prime Minister would more likely opt for no deal Brexit if his friend and Brexit supporter Donald Trump eventually prevails over the Democratic challenger Joe Biden. He claimed that it would be too risky with Joe Biden heading for the White House, and therefore Boris would live with some highly suboptimal, skinny free trade agreement. I see parallels here with 2016, where Boris Johnson wrote two conflicting articles for The Telegraph just before the Brexit result. But anyway, Rogers said that if Trump were to win, the former representative and others in Europe believe Boris Johnson would think history was going his way, with his right-wing ally still in the White House. The Prime Minister would therefore feel more vindicated and more likely to conclude that he could strike a quick and substantial post-Brexit US-UK trade deal than if Biden emerged as the president after November 3rd. While on the contrary, a Biden administration would prioritise rebuilding relations with the EU that had been greatly damaged over the last number of years by Donald Trump. Brexiteers, for some reason, have great admiration for Donald Trump. It would be interesting to see how long that would last if Trump was kicked out in November. Rogers went on to say that he doesn't think Biden or his core team are anti-British, but I think they are extremely unimpressed by Boris Johnson and his cabinet. People surrounding Biden see Boris Johnson as an early and vigorous supporter of Donald Trump and that Brexiteer mentality, which they think damaged the unity of the West. They see it very close to Trumpism. I see any Biden administration rolling back a lot of the negative aspects that we've seen exist under Donald Trump over the last number of years, and it will be a wake-up call for Trump allies abroad. Also, Biden's administration is not the type that would see European integration as a negative, something that would be problematic, to say the least, for Boris Johnson. It's also possible that the US would prioritise a trade deal with the EU over one with the UK. However, I think a Trump administration would also, while under a Biden administration they would be more vocal about it. The Democrats running the White House are more likely to block a trade deal with the UK if they think the latter is putting the Good Friday Agreement at risk. Also, Boris Johnson hasn't really helped himself when some time ago he was recorded telling US diplomats that Trump was, quote-unquote, making America great again. Some in Washington are saying that there are plenty of foreign policy advisors around Biden who previously worked in the Obama administration and have not forgiven Boris Johnson for his part Kenyan comments about the previous president during the 2016 campaign. Many Democrats see Johnson as part of the populism that brought Trump to power, and from the Democrats' point of view, the UK outside the EU will be much less important as a partner on the world stage. However, I see Boris Johnson completely pivoting if Joe Biden wins in November, attempting to win back some support, but we will have to see how that pans out. For Boris Johnson, the best case scenario would be a Trump victory, but over the last number of months, the Prime Minister has been seen to distance himself from the US President. Perhaps Boris Johnson understands that Donald Trump is not Teflon and he may need to pivot as soon as possible. It will be difficult for him though, as he has sold the British people a Trumpian brand, and if the Americans reject it in November, Boris will not want to be associated with failure. I see Boris Johnson reaching out to a Joe Biden administration if the Democrat wins. He will basically throw Trump under a bus, as he has done to most people who he sees as no longer any use to him. Perhaps he will try to play up the idea that he believed Obama was a great president and how important the special relationship is to maintain. However, I think Brexit has changed all of that. The UK is closing in upon itself, and it may be many years before the damage right-wing populism, Brexit and Boris Johnson has done will be rectified. The US may start healing in January under a Biden administration. However, the UK's road to recovery will be much longer. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot. I want to say a big thank you to all of my patrons. You ensure that this channel continues to exist. I'm eternally grateful for all of your support. If you join Patreon, you will receive instant access to our Discord server, where we have both audio and video chats. You can chat with me and other patrons, where we discuss important and non-important issues. Becoming a patron per month costs about the same as a large coffee, so why not check it out?